Good evening, Forex traders around the world. This is Mohammed Kande coming at you with a video on AUDUNZ. We're going to dissect this pair for this coming week right here. Really excited. So let's jump right to it, man. So I always like to break the market down from the monthly all the way down to the 4 hour to figure out what our possible entry is going to be. So if you guys take a look right here, the market was in a beautiful downtrend. And then the market got stuck, and the market was consolidating. And during this consolidation, the market created a triangle pattern, a triangle, right? A consolidation. It's a pennant, right? So market created this pennant down here, up here, down here, right? So we began to see the market move sideways along these points, until we finally had a nice break with a beautiful retest. Market broke it, retested it, and then the market dropped. And the market has been dropping since, right? It's been a couple of months now. The market has been dropping beautifully. So really excited about taking a short position on this pair, and possibly getting a couple of 100 pips here. So let's break our way down to the weekly. And if you guys take a look at the pennant right here, beautiful, right? Market came down, broke the pennant, retested it, beautiful retest. Market shot down, actually creating a lower low. And then if you guys take a look at this candle right here, the previous week, boom, you had a pullback, and then the market shot back down again, right? So now we at a very nice area. The market breached past the 1.0382 support area. So what I usually love to tell people, no retest, no entry. So I am looking for a possible retest of this support or resistance right here, right? So now that the market broke the area of support, now price is going to come and retest it as a resistance. And if it holds, we'll be looking to short this area, or we'll be looking to short price all the way to the 1.01175 area, right? Possible 200 plus pips, right? You had this beautiful pin bar right here letting us know that we may be getting a push to the upside, but I highly doubt it. So let's take a look again. Let's break it down one more. Break it down to the daily, and you guys will see why I'm looking at what I'm looking at, right? Let me do this right here. So we break it down to the D1, and if you guys take a look, the market has been cruising on its way down beautifully, right? And then look at this little trend line that I have marked up over here. And if you guys take a look, when the market broke that support at 1.0382, the market never came back to retest the area. So I am thinking that at the beginning of the week, between Sunday here today and Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna get a nice little push up right here, about 35 pips. The market is gonna come tap our support and resistance, which will be tapping our trend line as well. And then we're gonna look for a push to the downside. Very simple. And if you guys can see, the market has been stair-stepping, right? Look at that, beautiful. Every time the market pushes down a little bit, pulls back, taps the trend line, and then pushes down some more. So we're just looking to ride this trend line right here, okay? And every time we set up analysis, I always like to tell my students, you cannot be one directional when you're looking at the market. So you always have to look at what could happen in the event that this trend line is breached. In the event that this trend line is breached, which there's a strong chance that could happen, right? It's 50-50. So if you guys take a look on the weekly right here, we have this beautiful pin bar right here, right? And on the daily, we have the market breaching our support, right? Which price is not coming to retest that area as resistance. So if the market breaks this trend line and in turn breaks our resistance, we're gonna wait for the market to come back and retest this area as support. And if it holds, we'll be looking to ride this bad boy up. It's that simple. That simple. And if and when price comes up here and price holds, we're looking to ride it down. Either ways, we're gonna make money. We don't care which way the market goes. Our job is not, for what we tell the market to do like, I don't even know how to explain this. Like, my job as a trader is not to make sure that my analysis is correct. My job as the trader is to make sure that I get pips. So I have to be rigid in my rules and flexible in my analysis 100% of the time. I'm always rigid in my rules. I always follow my rules. No retest, no entry. Wait for the market to tap your trend line, wait for price action, and take the short. And if the market breaks my trend line, wait for a pullback, wait for price action, take it for the long. I'm very rigid with my rules, but I'm extremely flexible in my analysis. Even though I am biased bearish on this market, if price breaks this trend line, you better believe I'm going to take a long position. I don't care whether or not I was right. The only thing that I care about is that I get pips. And that should be everyone's worry. That should be your only worry. Forget whether or not your analysis is right. Always have a contingency plan. We're traders. We always have a contingency plan, okay? And if you guys take a look at it right here on the H4, same thing, right? Market has been riding this trend line pretty strong. So I'm just waiting for the market to come back. You know, after a strong push, you always have exhaustion, right? That you always get that. Strong push, exhaustion, right? And then we get another strong push down. So that's what I'm looking at right here on this pair. So now let's take a look at another pair right here. New Zealand Japanese yen is another pair that I was looking at that I'm really, really excited about. I think that we're gonna get some we're gonna get a beautiful move. If you guys take a look automatically on the monthly right here, you have another triangle right here, right? Market found a nice little support over here. Every time the market goes up, right? Taps this area right here, price comes down, market goes up again, taps it, right? Market went up, tapped it again, and now we're looking for the market to go up again. And once the market reaches this area right here, we'll be looking for the market to come back over here, first take profit, right, at 72.36. And if the market breaks this area, which is what I'm hoping, you know, then we can get a nice push down. That's gonna be an amazing push. Amazing, absolutely amazing push. Check this out, guys. This is gonna be an amazing trade right here. I'm a swing trader, so crazy risk to reward is always what I like to see, right? Absolutely. From 72.54 all the way to 52.42. Okay? 2,000 pips. That's a lot of pips, guys. Right? If the market goes our way. But our job is to predict the market 1 week at a time, and we take positions 1 week at a time. So we may not get those, we may not get 2,000 pips, we may only get 1,000 pips, but if that's all we get, we're gonna get those 1,000 pips, right? So okay, so beautiful triangle opportunity here, right? Looking for the market to break this area right here to the downside. Ultimately, we're looking for the market to break to the downside, but let's take a look. You never know, right? 50-50 always. On the weekly, look at that. Beautiful trend line, right? And what do we have here? We have a beautiful red railroad pattern right here. So I'm looking for the market to make its way up here, right? And if you guys look, 76.38, so 75.55, so about 115, 116 pips, right? We're looking for the market to work its way up here, and we're looking for the market to shoot back down. Ultimately, this is what I'm looking for, right? The trend is my friend, so I'm looking to catch the short. But for those who want to, who want to trade the pullback, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you want to ride it up to this trend line and then shoot it back down, you can absolutely do that. Nothing wrong with that. So let's go down to a lower time frame and see how we can possibly take advantage of this trade right here on New Zealand Japanese yen. So if you guys take a look right here, I had a really, really strong area, a structural area right here that the market had been testing over and over again, right? And if you guys take a look right here, the market finally came, the market broke this area, came back up, kind of played around and finally came above it, right? Created a beautiful M pattern right here, boom. And then the market is now longing, it seems. Now, on Friday, at the close of Friday, we had a nice rejection candle right here. So I'm just waiting to see. So now I got another zone drawn up right here. So for those looking to take a position on this pair right here for the long, this is the zone right here. That's the zone that I'm looking to capitalize on. Okay, simple as that. I would like to see the market break this area, come back and retest the area, and take a position for the long. It's that simple. I don't need an indicator. I don't need anything for that. Okay, that simple. Let's break it down to the H4. And if you guys see, those are the highs right here. So I'm just waiting for the market to make a higher high, catch a pullback, and go long. Just like that. So if you guys take a look right here, I'm waiting for the market to do this right here. Up, come back and retest the area, boom, and I'm looking to go up. That simple. And then if you guys take a look right here, just to be on the safe side, look at your trend line. Got a nice little trend line right here, right? For those aggressive traders, the market gave a nice little pin bar, nice little hammer right here to go long. You have that opportunity, right? Me personally, I'm always on the safe side. So I'll wait for the market to breach this area because this is a strong area right here. Strong area structure. Look at this. The market has tried several times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the market has tried to break this structural area several times to no avail. So what I'm looking for the market to kind of push up above it. So I want to see the market break this area and come back right here, right? I'm not going to lose sleep over 76.33 to 76.55. I'm not going to lose sleep over 30 pips, especially if I'm still going to get over 100 pips. I'm not losing any sleep over 30 pips. And that allows me to be on the super safe side and take a high probability trade. That's my job. As a trader, my job is to take a high probability trade 24/7. The higher the probability, the better the risk to reward. The higher the probability, the better the reward. You can always count on that. Always, always, always. So we've dissected our entry on New Zealand Japanese yen. Let's move on to another pair. Let's take a look here. I was looking at a nice little exotic pair. USD Norwegian krone. This is a beautiful pair right here. If you look on a monthly, right, let's identify our areas. Strong area right here. Strong, strong, strong. Right? We have a strong area right here, strong structural area right here. The market has tapped this area several times, right? Several times. And this area seems to be holding. And if you guys take a look, the market was in a nice, strong uptrend, which was followed by consolidation, right? So the market has just been consolidating here. So let's just break it down to the weekly. Sometimes you're not gonna get a full understanding when you're looking at it on a monthly, so it's always good to go down to the weekly. Sometimes the monthly is so choppy. Look at all this right here. Choppy, choppy, choppy. I can see it. I can kind of figure it out myself over here, but for most new traders, this is so choppy that you can't really see what's going on, right? I can see it. I can draw a trend line right here. I can see it. But to most people it would be too much going on in that area right there, so it's too choppy. So you want to go down to the weekly. When you go down to the weekly, perfect. Look at that. You see it. You can see it. You can see it a lot better. Look at that. The market has been making higher highs, right? Printing higher highs and lower highs. And the market has finally come back to tap our trend line right here, right? Let's go down to the daily to get an even better view. Look at this right here. So the market has been printing higher highs and higher lows, right? Look at that, right? From here all the way up here. And now the market is coming to this trend line to retest this trend line one more time. So I'm looking for the market to come and tap my trend line and give me a beautiful signal right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here, right? Look at the railroad pattern right here, right? I'm looking for something like that in this area right here. I'm looking for that in this area right here to go long. That's it. And I'll be looking to take this pair all the way up, all the way back to this area right here. So 53.30 to 69.88. That's a lot of pips. A whole lot of pips. So that's all we're patiently waiting for. And remember guys, there's always a contingency plan, right? Our analysis isn't 100% foolproof. So we may very well get a break of our trend line. If we get a break of our trend line, what do we want? No retest, no entry. We want to wait for a retest, ride it back to this support right here, And if this support holds, then we're looking to take it back long, right? But if this support doesn't hold and this support is breached, another retest for the entry and then another short. Simple as that. Go down to the H4. And if we take a look at it right here, this is why I absolutely love trend lines, and they're to me, they're absolutely amazing to me. I love trend lines. I love trend lines. They're awesome. They're awesome. They're awesome, guys. Use trend lines. If 90% of traders would cut out indicators and better themselves with trend lines, 90% of traders would see more profit. It's that simple. So I'm waiting for the market to break this area. I think price is going to shoot back down to this area right here. Possibly give us a double bottom, right? Which is, if you look at it on a daily, that's probably the area where the market is going to anyway, right? Possibly get a double bottom right here, 51.61 area. Look on a daily right here, 51.51 area, right? So we're right there in that zone. We're waiting for the market to come and tap this area, 51.51, and then we're looking to take this thing long. So same thing. Confluence, confluence, confluence. That's all you want, right? Look, the bottom of this right here, 51.54. So we're right there, 51.51 on a daily, 51.54 on the H4. All right, we get a nice double bottom right here, get a break of this trend line right here, wait for a retest, and go long. Absolutely beautiful opportunity, simple trade setup, and I follow my rules. So not every single trade comes to fruition, right? Not every trade comes to fruition, but the ones that do come to fruition, you get into the market. And you know, if I take any trade of these based on these analysis right here, I'll put them up. I'll make a YouTube video before and after so you guys can see. So that way it's you know, anybody can make analysis, but getting into the trade and getting pips is what's most is what ultimately sets the good traders from the profitable traders from the not so profitable traders. So that's what I have, guys. A little long-winded video because I wanted to analyze a few pairs so that way you guys can kind of see my process, what I do, the simplicity in my analysis. Support, resistance, structure, trend lines is all I use. Every once in a while I might use a Fibonacci. Every once in a while I use EMAs. As you guys can probably see, I had the indicators, but I rarely use them. My focus is totally on support, resistance, trend lines, structure, and I'm usually able to do massive damage just with those alone. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with as many people as you know. It wasn't easy, you know, getting to where I am today as a full-time trader. I understand that this is a lonely path. So please don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments. I'm there. Anything that I can do to help anyone, don't hesitate to ask, guys. Happy trading. Let's get some massive pips this week.